On my planet, I am kind of a loser, like you.
We are recording. Venom!
Do you want to do the opening?
Yeah. Welcome back to our channel. Hi. No, I'm kidding. Hey guys, welcome back to Kath and Mikey Make a Podcast. I'm Kat and I'm here with my co-host Mikey. Hey Mikey, how you doing?
Is it Kat or Kath?
Kath? As in,
Or is it Kat?
it can also be Kat. It depends who pronounces it, really.
You pronounced it.
How did I pronounce it?
Kat. Does that mean that's the official way to do? Because it's your name. Have I been doing it wrong? Or is it like
it's...
Han Solo and Han Solo?
Yeah, I am Han Solo.
Okay, welcome to Han and Mikey Make a Podcast, episode 13.
Yeah, 13. Yeah, we're talking about Venom today.
It's worse than I remember.
Yeah.
This was your first time watching it.
This is my first time watching it. I am really, I expected nothing. I was still disappointed.
Yeah. It's a cartoon.
Life is a cartoon. Life.
Are you the villain of the movie now?
Yeah, I am
every opportunity
I am
he
Mr.
has,
Bad Guy.
He starts telling people about his philosophy on life.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember what his name is. Carlton Drake.
Oh my god,
Who's
Carlton.
called Carlton?
Yeah,
well,
you're right.
Besides Carlton from French Prince of Bel-Air.
Right.
Who would have made a better villain, I guess. In many ways. He could dance, at least. It's not unusual.
I don't think he would have made a better villain.
Yeah, but this movie, even though it's it gets one crap emoji, it had a budget of it was like $100 to $160 million.
Holy shit!
According to
that must have gone to paying Tom Hardy, right?
Yeah, it made $856.1 million.
It made so much money somehow.
Why?
Maybe because people thought it was Marvel by accident?
They didn't see Sony the first time and went like, ugh, again.
No, not everybody knows. Not everybody knows the distinction.
I think it's because it looks so cool in the trailers, and it has like Tom Hardy as Eddie Brock. I don't think it
did look so cool in the trailer.
From what I saw, I guess I saw the shorter trailers of the unending cars chase. I guess they did it so long so they could take like one part and be like, yep, that's the trailer.
Oh yeah.
And they were like, oh cool, it's Venom. Venom is, and also I guess people are like, oh, Venom is such a cool character, in the comics.
Yeah.
From what I've heard, I haven't read any. I don't think I've heard any Spider-Man.
He looks cool
comics.
sometimes in the movie.
Isn't he supposed to be like one of those characters like Deadpool that has like very cool one-liners?
Oh, Sony certainly wants you to think that this character is like Deadpool. He's just like Deadpool.
Except that they made it PG-13. You can barely see the heads getting chopped off.
But Venom says shit. 5 out of 5, masterpiece. Venom's a villain.
But they only kill bad people. It's bad. It's like Dexter.
Yeah.
He kills bad people.
Yeah, so it's okay.
Without any other background or purpose or...
Dexter does his research.
Yeah, at least.
On people.
And he's like, oh yeah, he's definitely bad.
Yeah.
Venom does not. I don't know if he has any psychic powers that can feel them, which is what they hint towards the end.
He's a reporter.
Oh, yeah, I guess Eddie Brock is a reporter.
He must have searched that guy up in the convenience store real quick before he bit his head off.
Oh, yeah, totally. Not just taken from what he saw.
I guess I want to start off by saying Eddie Brock is just a normal guy like you. He's just like you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, he rides his motorcycle. He's so cool. So cool.
Oh, shit. Yeah. He's cool. I forgot.
I guess I took a note from before the big crash at the beginning of the movie. I just wrote down shitty opening. Because
Yeah, I have something similar.
I think it's one of the, they like take, when the symbiote that takes over the lady, she grabs a thing and clearly shows it in an angle that looks like a camera's behind her, looking over and being like, oh, it says Life Foundation.
Yeah.
I wonder what that's about.
She found a thing that said Life Foundation and tried to go to the Life Foundation?
Like a patch. And
but
it
why,
took her 6 months to get there.
But why would that be interesting to her, to the symbiote? Oh, because it wants a rocket ship. It wants a rocket ship to get the other symbiotes and bring them.
I'm still on that. How does getting from Malaysia to San Francisco take 6 months? How? Like, it's 2018.
No. It didn't take 6 months. It took like a day. But it took 6 months to get to the airport.
To the Malaysian airport?
To the airport, yeah.
It took her 6 months.
She had this old woman.
She was dressing
had
as an
a passport
old lady.
on her when it took her over. Maybe that's what it was doing for 6 months. It was
just
trying to figure out how to get a passport
and a visa.
Yeah, working the job every day just so you can save up.
Just didn't show us. That's very dumb. Like, couldn't
in this movie?
Yeah, couldn't they just take it over a pilot at like a Malaysian Airlines?
Oh my god. It could have taken over a pilot in Malaysian Airlines. Because it's not like, oh, well, a symbiote can't drive a plane, come on, because it has access to all its thoughts. Yeah. Except for Anne.
Except for Anne. The logic of how the symbiote takes over in the simulation is just convenient for the plot, for plot's sake, because they show you in the beginning that these people have very they have trouble assimilating to the host, and the host has, there's like a compatibility issues. And one thing I understand that, for instance, Eddie Brock is special because he got assimilated from the get-go.
He achieved symbiosis.
Yeah, he achieved symbiosis, whatever, which is fine. But then all of a sudden, like, the Riot symbiote got assimilated to the EMT lady without exploding, and then to the old lady, and then to a little girl, and just kept jumping.
Yeah, well, they're probably all dead.
Well, they're probably dead after he gets out.
But it just works for as long as the plot needs it to work.
Yeah, they just last like
and whoever's the lady
lasted 6 months without dying, but then the ones that they have in the lab, just the patients just die in 3 days.
Yeah, they die immediately for the sake of showing us that it's dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyone important like Anne or Eddie is just like, no, they're
Anne
fine.
just immediately assimilates to the symbiote.
Just becomes sexy Venom.
Yeah, just becomes she Venom.
Booby Venom.
Booby Venom.
Yeah.
I think she's she Venom.
Stanley wrote it.
But anyway, let's go back to when he rides a motorcycle. That's his entire personality.
Yes.
And that he's a very awkward reporter. Like, when they show him, like, doing his reporting, like, just, like, walking around and looking at his notes, it's like...
How did he expect anything other than this interview is over? When he was like, oh, that's really great. So you murder people, huh? Let me take this opportunity to ask you a question. And it's a question about life. What are people, Eddie? And what is a murder?
You sound like Lex Luthor.
And my hologram, he's kind of like that, except less annoying.
Less annoying because, I don't know, actor's choice.
He just delivers everything the most normally he possibly can.
And I know that, I'm sure that someone at Sony was like, yeah, that'll make him look like even more crazy because he looks so sane. Yeah. But it just makes me, it just drives me insane. Why?
He's definitely not threatening.
No, except when he has Riot inside him. That's the only time he's
Riot is threatening.
Yeah, but him,
the
he's
disgusting
fucking Riot.
monster, but
Yeah.
the thing inside of him is not scary.
You just want to punch him in the
It's
face.
like if Topher Grace were Venom. Could you imagine?
Tom Hardy being Tom Hardy.
I almost thought this movie was gonna get good after he got Venom, and he looks disgusting and sickly and starts acting erratic, and then it just flatlines again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's those last like pulses that you see like when something is dying, like before it flatlines completely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's what you. Yeah. You're welcome.
I
that
thought
visual,
the
by the way.
homeless lady and convenience store introduction, like I thought it was kind of charming in
Yeah.
the way that the first part of the movie wasn't. Like we're introducing characters and we're introducing the symbiotes crashing, but it's all shot really boringly and it's not funny or like entertaining really. It's just like, I know I have to get through this part so I can see Venom.
Yeah.
And then, but the convenience store lady conversation where it gives her $20 or the homeless lady $20 and then
I like that part.
the talk. Yeah, I like that part too. They could have opened with that and then just through lines been like, oh yeah, well, you could have seen the eviction notices or late rent and been like, yeah, I lost my job a few months ago. Like he could have been saying this at the bar. Lost my job a few months ago. Lost my girl all because I was on her computer, blah, blah, blah. And the bartender could be like, I don't care.
Yeah, it could have been like a little bit more like exposition-y in a way, but also it could have just been like, why did it could have been a kind of like a mystery in his life, like why did she break up? Like, they have interactions and it's like you're not sure why they broke up, but she's like really pissed off at him still, and you think it's like, oh, it might just be like, cheated on her or whatever, and then it's like something serious, like getting into classified documents.
I feel like that would
confidential documents.
only be an interesting reveal if it was relevant to his character and like what he needs to learn.
Or why he's like this, yeah.
But he doesn't learn anything, so
No.
it wouldn't matter either way. No matter where you put it, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, and I don't even like that. Like, there's like a hint that they might get back together. I actually like it more when the character breaks off with
Like
someone, even if they end in new terms, like in good terms, they just get someone new.
Like they're just pals.
and try to learn with that new relationship from their earlier failing.
Yeah, I mean,
Isn't that like real life?
for how much I shit on Ant-Man, that's what they did, kinda. Like he's divorced from the mother of his child.
Yeah.
And he just gets along with her and her new husband.
Yeah.
And it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he just, gets on with Evangeline
Lilly.
Yeah.
Who, look at her haircut.
Chicka-wow.
Yeah.
That's what her haircut screams.
Does it?
Definitely. Yeah.
I thought it
totally.
screamed business lady. I'm all business. Don't you even think I'm going to engage in your horseplay, Paul
Yeah.
Rudd? I'm business.
I'm business. Business lady.
My dad is a big deal.
I thought that the date scene where they're dating, I'm sure they're supposed to show like how much chemistry they have before he ruins it all. But I just thought it was weirdly shot. I thought it was like too close and it kept switching
It
from
was
him
too
to her.
close, yes, and it was just
That's
shot,
what I was
reverse
saying.
shot,
Doesn't this
shot,
look
reverse
weird?
shot.
And I thought her hair looked like a wig and
It
her lashes looked fake.
Never stops looking like a wig, and it
It never
drives me
stops.
crazy. I like how after 6 months, neither of them change visually. Like he's got a little bit of stubble, but he looks just as like, I don't want to say gross, but he looks just as
like
unwashed.
A man's man.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
just a
he's
guy.
man. He's a guy.
I'm just a guy.
He's a reporter, but
I'm-
he's not like,
Hey, I'm normal like you.
Prancy Prancy,
I ride a motorcycle.
I'm fucking Eddie Brock, and this is the Eddie Brock.
Interviewing this local girl. She set up a lemonade stand here. Now, do you want to tell me about the missing homeless population, little girl? She's gonna starve. This has been an Eddie Brock show. Tune in to next time when we define a tea stand this time. I'm Eddie Brock. Peace.
I wrote down that his interview style, it drives me insane. And I hate that they were like interviewing him like walking down a corridor.
He had a microphone, right? Like handheld?
No.
It was on him?
I think it was on them.
Okay.
It doesn't matter, really.
That makes more sense.
Yeah. And he loses everything because he's a idiot.
Yeah.
Dumb idiot.
Yeah, he was a big dumb idiot.
And then there's like the 6
What the
month
movie's
jump.
called.
And 6 months later.
They're working in the lab.
Yeah.
Some body horror
and
stuff.
this is the first time that Skirth lady first has ethical dilemmas.
I have ethical concerns about... We've only been testing rabbits for 6 months and having the exact same fucking conversation that we're having now. How is it bonding with the rabbit? Well, you see, it's a compatible rabbit. We should start human trials. I don't know about that, sir. All right, let's do another rabbit. And it was like that for 6 months. And this time she's like, human trials? And he's like, just do it. I should use my security access. Contact Eddie Brock. Let him in so he can take pictures.
Not take them myself. And whenever someone asks, just say, I was working late at the lab. And I love how they're just setting up situations that Eddie would totally be able to solve with a little help. Wink. Wink. You know.
Like what?
Do I have to explain? Yeah, I guess. Like that guy getting in the convenience store and like pointing a gun at the lady for protection. Yeah. I like how it's just one guy. And he doesn't even seem connected to any other, like, organized crime. It's just, like, one guy that decided,
He does seem connected to organized crime.
He does, you think?
Yeah.
To me, it just seems like one guy.
It seems like you owe us money.
Oh,
you know,
he
like...
said us? I wasn't listening to him.
Yeah, I don't know if he said us, but what? Just that, like, some guy loaned her money?
No, it wasn't even a loan. It's for... I'm pretty sure it was for protection.
And if she doesn't pay... Wait, what does he want? He wants money, right?
He wants money.
For his protection.
Yeah.
Because if not, he's gonna kill her?
Yeah.
Oh. He's not just gonna leave? And not protect her anymore? He's gonna kill her?
I don't know.
You hired this person?
No. It's... Do you know how, like... protection works like in mafia?
No.
Have you never seen mafia movies? Basically, like they take like one block, they divide it, like from what I've seen from movies. I'm not sure if this is real life, but what I've seen from movies and from what I think they were trying to suggest was like some gangs take up like entire sectors and they divide territory. And then they are like, we're gonna protect this sector, and for our protection, you better pay us money, whether you want it or not. Okay. And otherwise, if you don't pay us, it means that we'll make your life a living hell.
Yeah, so what would really
and we'll
solve
let other
this
people
problem,
like steal from you and even encourage it.
Like murder would solve the problem.
Like murdering him?
Yeah, murdering.
The thing is that that's why I'm wondering if it's just that guy, then well at the end he gets eaten. So it solves the problem. But if he's connected with other people that will come back down,
everyone.
Are you just gonna eat an entire gang
and start
a whole gang?
But that's fine because he ate his whole body and looks like no digestion required. It's just immediate.
I don't fucking get that. Like, so you telling me that the host is just digesting a whole fucking human head inside?
Yeah.
Bones
also,
and all.
did you see how big that symbiote is? How is Venom so massive?
I don't know.
I mean, whatever. Bruce Banner turns into the Hulk, and
Yeah,
but
it's comic book logic. But also, I think isn't Eddie Brock in the comics? This is from the few things I know. I thought Eddie Brock in the comic was supposed to be like this really buff.
Oh yeah, he's
like,
buff.
Like weightlifter guy, like very confident, like in comparison to like a Peter Parker.
He has a mullet for a while.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
he's supposed to be this really buff, like I'm a reporter, like a good reporter,
Yeah.
but it's just like very like handsome.
A lot
kinda
like
fella.
Topher Grace.
Again with like I wrote down something about that. You remember that Isaac line? Isaac, like the man in the Bible, like
Yeah.
this character in the Bible. It's Isaac that makes the sacrifice, but he's the hero of the story. It's just like they really want to make him like the evil psychopath, evil genius,
Yeah.
like so badly. But it's just like any idiot at the social studies faculty can spew shit like that,
Yeah.
and we just we just don't date them.
He just seems annoying.
Not date them at all.
It's
He does get a crap emoji.
so this star rating system, huh?
Crap emoji.
Mm-hmm.
I guess just for this movie, unless we watch Morbius, which I have.
No,
I
it's
have an
simple.
entire collection of crap emojis.
Elegant.
He might get Morbius might get like 3 crap emojis.
Holy shit, Morbius. That's gonna be terrible.
It's coming. Oh, it's coming for you.
You know what sucks? This must have emboldened Sony so much.
Like Venom getting like
They
800
made
and
a $700 million profit,
Mm-hmm.
give or take. They think they're hot shit now.
unfortunately.
They're like, oh, our Spider-Man spin-off did what? I mean, remember, like, what
Well, they're
was
gonna
it,
just-
2019, where they were like, we're taking Spider-Man back.
Oh yeah.
We think we've got it from here.
The audacity. Like
No,
what
but
kinda-
hang on, sorry. Disney, before they renewed the deal, Disney was like, we want half.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so let's not give them shit for that at least. But also, you guys aren't that good.
No, yeah, they felt emboldened because of Venom that
Yeah.
they weren't if Venom hadn't happened or they hadn't gotten enough money out of it, they would have been like, yeah, you can take half, I don't care.
Yeah. But yeah, now that they know people paid attention to it, they're just gonna drive it into the ground.
Yeah. I do have a question. Why is Eddie such a loser? Like he could have easily it's 2018, he could have easily become a YouTube content
Yeah.
creator.
Exactly.
And just say like, oh, you're not gonna publish me, then well fuck you. I'm gonna do my own thing.
I
Is
I
he
can't-
depressed?
It has to be depression.
He's just
Either that or he's lazy.
or he's a lazy fuck.
Yeah.
And I'm glad Annie left him.
No, me too. She deserves better.
She deserves a surgeon that totally worries about patient care
And real hair.
and real hair. What?
Deserves real
She deserves real hair. I'm starting a Kickstart campaign, getting Annie some real hair. I think the movie should be called Venom and the Unending Chase Scene. That's the true title of the movie.
That chase
But
scene.
that chase scene was, it never ended.
He
Until
rides
it
a
did.
motorcycle.
Oh, weren't they trying to take him alive and discreetly? And they just start shooting at him.
And their drone technology that is probably
Has
proprietary.
like white fire.
And they
burning white fire.
explode on impact with anything.
Literally anything. Like they explode with a car, and instead of just like exploding, like not even exploding, like crashing and falling. That's what drones do when they crash.
Yeah, when they hit something, it's kind of like it sounds like a toy hitting the
Yeah.
ground.
Like when
and
you
then it's
throw
like,
a cell phone.
shit, I think I broke a propeller.
Yeah.
It's not like
And then the car
and he's on the motorcycle like, whoa. It's so radical. Some stuff was almost cool. Like when he's fighting and it's making his body move in a certain direction.
Oh.
But I feel like the directing is it's too sporadic to see what's going on long enough for it to be cool. And it's with every fight scene.
Yeah, like there were cool things about it. Like I'm not saying like this was entire crap. But it clearly shows that the movie
I'm saying it is crap. It's
Oh.
I like the fight scenes. There's nothing that sticks out about them in a way that makes me go, "Oh, that's cool," and that's something only Venom could do.
Okay. Yeah, like there's nothing like. I think that there's stuff that's cool that will like any action scene like it draws you in. You're just staring like everything's happening so fast. I found myself just staring at the like what's happening.
Yeah.
Like what's going on here, but not in a way of like holy crap.
Yeah.
Like, well, another
like...
movie that I would compare that I watched that in theaters was another Tom Hardy movie. Fury Road, Mad Max Fury Road.
Yeah.
That one was visually stunning. Like you could feel like those things were gonna, the guys in the pole stick like going
I was
around.
just thinking about that. That's like, one of the most impressive scenes.
Yeah, it is. So like action movies can draw you in, like have action sequences that are actually entertaining.
And a lot of that was practical too.
Yeah, in a way that blows your mind.
Yeah.
Like John Wick is one of them. Like the choreographies are amazing.
Yeah, and it's just a dude with a gun.
It's just a dude with a gun.
Yeah.
Literally, it's a dude with a gun and knives.
You have this super strong symbiote, and he like just throws some guys around.
It just runs away.
Yeah.
Like a dog.
It's so boring. I've seen video game cutscenes that are more fun to watch.
Yeah.
Your budget was what, 110 million or whatever?
100 to 116.
Like,
yeah.
why didn't you plan some good fight scenes?
I don't know, man.
Because you wouldn't meet a deadline, probably. That's usually what it is.
Probably.
You want to meet a deadline.
But however, they could have made it even. Not what's the word I'm looking for? Like stifled or ruined.
Oh, stifled by the rating?
Change in rating. Because some of the things that could have been like visually impressive, like guys like getting their heads chomped off, it was on like that guy that got his head chomped off in the first time.
Yeah.
It happened in a flash. I had to. I think I asked you like, did that guy just get his head chopped off?
Maybe that is what happened. Maybe it was like the fight scenes were so like poorly put together because they were editing out things
cool
that were
stuff,
supposed to be ultra violent.
the gory stuff.
Yeah, like that scene where Riot makes two big blades and just like swipes this room of people.
They all get pushed off.
They just get pushed. A force push.
I thought that they were gonna get like all their heads chopped off.
Yeah, me too.
And that would have just been like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But they just got pushed off like, get away.
It would have been cool. Yeah, but when you have a character like Venom, whose main appeal is that he looks cool, he looks like evil Spider-Man. Mm-hmm. Like, in the cartoon, I didn't know anything about Venom. I saw him in the opening, and I was like, oh, I hope this is an episode that he's in. Because he just looks so cool. Mm-hmm. I want to see them fight. But you don't even have that. Like, he doesn't even have the symbol because they couldn't do the original story where he bonds to Spider-Man first.
Originally, yeah.
So it would make no sense for him to have the symbol. So already a piece of this iconic character is gone. And on top of that, he doesn't really do anything cool.
And the white stuff, I think it's supposed to look like webs, like the Spider-Man costume, but it just looks like veins, white veins.
Well, that's purposeful. Actually, I played the Ultimate Spider-Man video game, and in that game, you get to play as Venom. And the whole time, he looks like this. Like, he doesn't have a symbol, and he doesn't really have the white elements, but I think what's going to happen is going to be like the end of that game, where he absorbs a piece of the symbiote that wasn't left. Like, it was still inside Spider-Man. Okay. And he absorbs that, and then he gets a symbol. Like, he becomes complete. Okay. I think all that white is going to congeal into the symbol after an encounter with Spider-Man.
Do you think there will be an encounter eventually
100%.
with the Tom Holland Spider-Man?
100%, yeah.
I mean, I kind of hope so. I think because Tom Holland's so good at Spider-Man. But it would be interesting seeing him like go a little bit bad, but not in how the Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
gosh.
like good, you mean?
Yeah, or I do hope they make fun of it in some way.
Spider-Verse already did it. I don't think we gotta keep
Oh.
reopening the wound.
When did it do?
When the first Peter Parker was explaining his origin, and he was like, and then I went through like a weird phase, and it shows him doing the dance.
Oh.
And he's like, but we don't talk about that. I mean, yeah, I guess I wouldn't mind like a little jab at it.
Yeah. Like he does something and Mary Jane and like MJ immediately goes like, "What are you
doing?
Stop it."
Why are you acting like this?
Yeah, just stop it, please. And then his other friend goes like, just like shakes his head.
shakes his head.
I was like, what? But my other question was like, I thought that Venom is in Eddie Brock's head.
Mm-hmm.
But why, if he's in his head and he can read all of his thoughts, why is he asking about Anne? Like he say, who's Anne?
It makes no sense.
Ugh. I don't know if he was teasing him. It was supposed to be like, oh, who's she?
Who's Anne?
But he, you know.
That is what it was supposed to be, but I think he genuinely didn't know who Anne was.
Yeah.
Like, he is teasing him. Like, he knows Anne's something special.
Yeah, because his heart rate goes up, but he doesn't.
Somehow doesn't have access
to that. Like,
why wouldn't he?
He has access to everything else, but not that. And yeah, also, how does Anne find him? Like, I wasn't sure how she found him at his old workplace. Like, did he say something?
Just go towards the gunfire.
I thought that maybe before hanging up, he said something, so she kind of caught on to that. But again,
she didn't get him on the phone. Or
really?
Did he leave a message or?
Wait, I don't remember. Now I don't remember if he does end up answering.
I remember her calling and getting his voicemail.
Yeah.
And going, damn it.
Yeah, but I thought he was at some point in the phone, and that's how she caught on to. I don't remember this part actually, and I'm not gonna watch that shit again.
Holy shit.
Doesn't matter. Also, apparently, Kryptonite and Superman are things in this universe.
Yeah, I guess DC Comics exists.
Yeah, not Marvel, but DC definitely.
Well, why would Marvel exist?
It's only Sony. Sony only exists.
Why is Venom sharing his weaknesses with people in the car?
Yeah, I don't.
They're like, okay, so sounds affect him, and Venom's like, fire too.
Like, yeah, you
but
need
he
to
seems
know.
impervious to fire because after they have the big goo fight at the end,
so much goo.
where it's just goo,
so much
a pile of teeth and goo,
and he burns off. We see him
turn to ash,
and then all of a sudden he's fine.
And he's like, "Goodbye, Eddie. I love you now."
I love you, Eddie.
After we beat up those policemen and you told me not to eat one, I decided that Earth is okay.
Eddie. You are.
After you left me for dead in the hospital room and were like, good, I came back to find you.
Because I love you.
I love you, Eddie.
This is toxic.
Venom.
Venom.
Can we just wrap this shit up? Can we skip to the end?
No, we just keep talking about more interesting things like Into the Spider-Verse or Spider-Man or literally anything
Other
else.
Sony projects.
Yeah, I guess Venom is also Eddie's therapist.
Yeah.
It's weird. Drake. I just wrote evil bad guy does not stop a beat to spew philosophy bullshit. But we already talked about that.
Yeah.
I guess we can skip to Booby Venom again.
Yeah, Booby
She Venom, however they call her. And yeah, like I still don't understand how she was able to assimilate. We already talked about this.
They achieved symbiosis.
Whatever. So we learn but because they tell us that apparently Venom is a loser in his planet.
Yeah, just like Eddie.
Just like Eddie. just like Eddie. They're so alike because they tell us. They don't show us how they're so alike. They tell us. Isn't that the first thing about making movies?
I don't know.
And writing.
He seems pretty badass, right?
So Eddie's badass and Venom is badass, so they get along so well.
No, I don't think Eddie's badass, but Venom is pretty badass. He just takes out a bunch of guys and...
No, I mean, he's pretty strong. It's pretty cool.
He's, like, really selfless and brave. Like, what makes him a loser?
Yeah, I don't get... I thought that he would say I'm a rebel in my own planet, like I'm trying to escape, or like I'm not like them. I don't agree with don't agree. I'm just doing this because I'm part of a collective. You know, give it like a more reasonable, not just like I'm actually a loser. Like, loser
what does
according
it mean
to who?
What does it mean to be a loser on your planet?
Yeah, exactly? We don't know what a loser means. It probably doesn't mean the same it does here, clearly.
Venom didn't learn to stick his goo for 5 years longer than everybody else figured it out.
Yeah, I guess. It's a loser.
Loser.
Yeah, he just has, like, his own version of erectile dysfunction. Symbiote. Goo dysfunction.
How'd they all find that out?
The symbiote orgy.
The goo orgy.
We're all gooing about, and you can't join us. Ha 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 ha. I have no clue.
I'm so hungry.
And it's great. I have to say that I've never hated a line more in a movie than "Have a nice life."
Oh yeah.
They say it 3 times.
2 separate people say it to Eddie.
Why?
Like. One scene apart too.
It's like what? It's obviously the same person writing this, but at least don't make them all sound the same. And then Venom says, "Have a nice life."
Mm-hmm. Which would have been more effective if Eddie's boss hadn't have also said that.
Yeah, because it would have been effective if it had just been Drake who said it to Eddie. And now it's like Venom saying it back.
The point of the movie is don't learn anything. Everything you do is fine. You get back at people who did something bad to you. You get back at them.
And you just get back at them and you get the girl in the end anyway.
Maybe.
Who
knows? I'm
like,
wacky as shit.
So now
I
they're
go
gonna
into lobster tanks. I eat live lobsters. You wouldn't want to date me.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to date me. I'm always sweating. I'm always sweating. I don't smell good. Oh, I think I'm gonna puke again.
Yeah. Alright, so they're just gonna eat bad people now.
Yeah.
Because that was... And, can you please explain, who the fuck is Carnage?
Carnage is Cletus Cassidy, who is a serial killer who gets the symbiote. And he is in the Super Nintendo game Maximum Carnage. And people love that game.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that's why they put him there?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
He's also in the cartoon. Carnage has been around for a long time.
Yeah, I just don't remember him that well.
Yeah, he's Red Venom. He's like skinny Red Venom.
Yeah, I remember Red Venom. I just don't remember.
He looks kind of cool.
Cool.
Yeah. But also, who cares?
No, yeah, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna be in Venom
This
2.
movie feels like it didn't happen. While it was happening, it felt like it wasn't happening. Like, it's just moving so fast. It just establishes characters with no regard for really who they are and what they have to learn. Like I already said, he doesn't learn anything. Mm-hmm. It's just, like, things just happen.
One after the other. Mm-hmm. And explosions.
But it doesn't matter what happens. Like, Venom sacrificing himself for Eddie. Mm-hmm. And then burning up. It doesn't explain how he's just there. He's just
again.
back.
Like,
even though we've said fire is his weakness, it just doesn't matter.
Yeah. The points don't count. Nothing matters.
Venom, gonna go get him.
You know that Eminem got canceled?
From this
It's
movie.
because it's... I wish. Like, I think he actually got canceled, you know, in quotes, because of, like, his lyrics, which have been around for a while. Like, but I wish it had been because of this song. It should have been.
It should have been.
It should have been because of his other songs. It's this song. This is the one. Or, I don't know, maybe Gen Z people, they just listened to this song and they were like, yeah, no, that's it. That's the end. But they're not telling anyone because
Sony's
they
like,
don't want to sound
Eminem's
dumb.
still hip, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure someone at Sony was like, yeah, I listen to Eminem every day when I'm getting pumped up in the gym. That's what I listen to, man. Yeah, it's real hip hop.
Hey, nothing wrong with that, Catherine. Nothing wrong with listening to a little Eminem.
And that's
Or
why,
a little
yeah.
bit of Kanye West to get you hyped up while you work out.
No,
Nothing?
yeah, I don't have a problem with...
Okay.
Okay. Oh, did I touch a nerve here?
You didn't touch a nerve. It's fine. I'm just saying that people are entitled to listen to whatever they want, and you shouldn't make fun of them. You son of a bitch. It's so weird. It's so cheesy to make an original song with like lyrics about the movie.
That's so 90s.
That's 90s, yeah.
Yeah. Like
This
80s, 90s.
This movie feels kind of 90s in terms of like bland boringness. Like it feels.
Oh,
This
geez.
movie feels like none of the recent superhero movies have occurred. It just lives in its own little world.
Yeah, like
And I
for them, time stopped after Amazing Spider-Man 2 and
even that feels more modern
came
than
back
this.
again.
I wouldn't watch it again.
No,
I won't watch it again.
I won't watch it again either. I don't hate it. I just don't care about it.
This has come to a sad place,
Yeah.
really. I wanted to shit on it, but now that I have shit on it,
It's like, oh, got all that out. Now what?
I mean,
Do we go back to our lives
yes,
and our things?
yes,
Exhausting.
yeah. I don't know. I don't like it. What do we got?
Oh, you
One poop emoji.
I gave it one poop emoji, and you gave it one burp.
I'll add a poop emoji.
So 2 poop emojis?
2 poop emojis and a burp.
Yeah, and a burp. That's our score.
That's Venom.
Yeah.
I think we're doing the Snyder Cut
Ooh, yeah.
next.
Ooh, yeah.
Did you watch Justice League?
When it came out?
No, just in general.
No, yeah, I've seen
Yeah.
Justice League.
What'd you think? Yeah.
I can't remember
It kind of feels like
the
this.
bad character. Yeah.
Like it's
I know.
not happening while it's happening.
Yeah, like I like some of the characters by themselves, but there were some scenes that I was like, whatever.
Yeah. Okay, Snyder Cut this week.
Yeah. Well,
Be there, be square, or maybe be happier.
happier. Definitely. Anyway, bye guys.
We gotta go pee.
Yes.